Well, I haven't done one of these in a while, so I guess it's time for a book haul video. Hey there, book dragons. I'm so glad you're with me today. I have not done a book haul video in a while, so I think it's probably time that I talk about some of the books I've gotten. And I recently had a birthday, so I got some stuff with my birthday money, and there's some other books that I've collected as well, and I was given a book for my birthday and stuff. So we're going to go into all of that. There's one item on this haul that is not a book, and so I'll talk about that at the end, okay? But make sure that if you enjoy this video, please like the video. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel as well. Join my Discord. As I always say, you can talk more in depth about lots of different books there with me on my Discord. So let's go ahead and get right to this haul, and we're going to start with a book that I was given for my birthday. If you don't already know, I am a huge fan of Marvel Comics. I like DC too, but Marvel's my preference, and I really like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So I had seen this book when it first came out. I saw promotional videos for it and stuff like that, and I thought, well, that's a really cool idea, and I just kind of forgot about it. And my good buddy Ian gave me this for my birthday. Look Out for the Little Guy by Scott Lang. Now, those of you who are familiar with the Marvel Universe, you know this is not Scott Lang. This is the actor who portrays Scott Lang. But the book is written by Scott Lang, who is Ant-Man in the Marvel Cinematic movies. And this is all about his pursuits as part of the Avengers. And so it's written by the character, from the character's perspective, kind of like a biography, but it's a fictional biography. It's a really cool idea, and being the nerd that I am, I wanted to read this book for a long time, and he got it for me. I was so stoked. So yeah, guys, this is definitely going to be a book that I hope to read very soon. So the next book I got was with some of my birthday money, and that is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I do have The Hobbit, of course, but this is the version that has all of J.R.R. Tolkien's illustrations in it. So, of course, I've collected the first two volumes. I bought the Lord of the Rings edition. I bought the Silmarillion edition. So this completes my collection of those books. I don't know if they're going to release other books in that series from his vast array of literature, but I'm really excited about this. And it's got the beautiful sprayed edges with the I'm guessing that might be Elvish or one of the versions of Elvish on the spine. I haven't looked at the appendix of Lord of the Rings in a while, so I should probably go and find out exactly which of the languages that is. But you know, this is just really cool. The Hobbit is one of my favorite books, and you know, it's got illustrations. Oh wow, I'm gonna lose something there. Yeah, so it's got illustrations in it. It's got some really cool map inserts in it, as you can see. So here is the other map insert, and this one has the location of Smaug on it right up here. So this is just super cool. When I first saw that this was being released, I was like, you know, I want to complete my collection. And I have a whole other illustrated set of Lord of the Rings and Silmarillion and all that stuff with the illustrations by Alan Lee. And part of me is like, you know, do I really need two different kinds? But it's Lord of the Rings, so I'm just gonna, I'm gonna keep it. And let's see, where can I set this down at? There we go. Don't want to crush my glasses. All right, so the final physical book I got, because I do have ebooks on this list today that I'll talk about, but the final physical book I got is The Animal by Chad Nicholas. Now, if you have watched my channel for a while, you know I've already done a review of this book. I read a review copy that I was sent before the book released, and I love this book so much, I was like, you know, I have to have the physical copy. Because I have the other two physical copies of his first two books, and this is his best so far. And I mean, look at that cover, guys. That's just great. On the back, the animal has returned and everyone's a suspect. And you know, you've got the blurb on the flaps here. And then if you take the cover off, so see, you've got this, and if we slide the cover off, you've got the reverse mirror image on the naked hardback. Guys, this is some high quality stuff, high quality production from an independent author, no less, a self-published independent author. This is like high quality. Wow, I'm just so impressed. And his other books were like that too. They had this same kind of format on the naked hardcover. Oh guys, I knew I had to have this book. So yeah, this is my most haphazard video yet. So yes, yay! I'm so excited I finally have this. Oh, and I lied. I have one more physical book. And this was also sent me for my birthday. And the lovely Josephina over at Fina Reads, such a wonderful friend of mine, she sent me this, Volume 1 of At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. It's another one of my favorite Lovecraft stories. And this is just amazing. Like, you can see some of the art in there. Hi, I'm still here. But yeah, it's just really, really amazing, and I'm so happy to have this. So thank you, Fina, for that amazing little book. Well, it's not little; it's huge, but it's like, you know, it's really thin. So it's, you know, it's just bulky. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, so you get the drift. We're gonna talk next about ebooks that I recently got. And I've gotten a lot of ebooks over the last few months, guys, so I'm not going to go into all of the books that I got, but I'm going to just talk about a few that I've recently purchased. The first one I want to talk about is the Tawny Man trilogy by Robin Hobb. This is the third trilogy in the realm of the Elderlings. I recently finished the Live Ship Traders series, which is the second trilogy, and I loved it so much, and I know I'm going to continue on in Realm of the Elderlings, so I decided, okay, I've got to get the Tawny Man trilogy next, and I found that it was only $18 for all three ebooks on Amazon. So, you know, average of $6 a piece, and I'm like, okay, we're doing this. We're doing this. I have to see where this series goes. So yes, that is the first one I needed to mention. The next one I want to talk about is The Ferryman by Justin Cronin. Now, I have seen quite a few people talk about Justin Cronin, not the least of which is John over at Talking Story. He's really the one who influenced me to put Justin Cronin on my list. One of the books that he reviewed not too long ago was The Ferryman, and it sounded really, really dope. So I decided I've got to check this guy out, see what Justin Cronin is all about. And I know that The Ferryman is kind of like a vampire-ish novel. I know Justin Cronin writes a lot of more cerebral horror novels and suspense novels. So I'm down to give him a try, and I think this is a standalone novel. So we're doing it. Yeah, we're gonna read that eventually. And so I got myself a copy of it. It was on sale. You know the drill. The other book that I want to talk about is an audiobook, and that is More Than a God War by J.R. Carroll. J.R. is an awesome booktuber, an awesome author. I did read the first book in this series, which is called More Than a Vampire, and this is a direct sequel to More Than a Vampire. JR was kind enough to send me a free audiobook of the novel, so eventually I want to get around to listening to that. I'll probably grab the ebook at some point as well so that I can maybe do an immersive read or whatever. So, yeah, thank you, JR, for sending that to me, and I look forward to reading it at some point. And then the last thing on this haul I mentioned is not a book, and it's not an ebook, it's not an audiobook, it's not any kind of book. One of my other passions is board games. I love board games, and I was so excited to use some of my birthday money again to get Azul. This is one of my favorite games. I played it for the first time at a board game event with a bunch of friends, and I was just enamored. It's a fun game. It's really easy to learn. It's short too, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of your time if you got places to be. You can knock out a game of this in less than 30 minutes. And I just absolutely love it. It's so much fun, and it's really all about putting together a mosaic. So you set out these different holders, and you put a certain amount of tiles on each one, and then you draft tiles from each one of those holders. So, you know, it's a tile drafting game, and you put them on your board, and then you move them from one section on your board over to the mosaic section, and you're slowly building your mosaic and getting points from it. And it's such a fun game, guys. If you have not played Azul, you really need to. And there's a bunch of sequels out. Summer Pavilion is one of the sequels that I want to get eventually and give that one a try. So I think they go up in complexity though from this one. So this is probably the easiest. So, you know, if you want an entry point into Azul, this is the place to start. And I have not played the other ones, but I'm super excited to do so. This came in the mail yesterday, and my daughter and I sat down and played Azul together last night. So I was so stoked to be able to play it, and I'm so glad I own it now. And so, yeah, so that is that. And that's the end of my haul, guys. That was a super quick haul. I know. I haven't talked about anything that I've hauled in quite a while, so I think it was time. Let me know in the comments what you think. What did you think of all the stuff I got? And I will talk to you next time. Please make sure that you are reading more books, and I'll see you then.